Welcome to an AFL Finals prediction. So the AFL Finals will start very soon, so we're pretty much just going to predict what's going to happen, or I think will happen, in this year's Grand Final. So to kick things off, the first game of the Week 1 Finals is going to be Port Adelaide versus Geelong. This game will be played at Port Adelaide, or at Adelaide Oval, and Geelong, I'm not too sure about them over there. So it's going to have to be Port. I don't see any team beating them up there. But I will be going for Geelong because I really want them to win. And yeah, I don't want Port to win. Moving on to the second game, Brisbane Lions and Richmond. So it's going to be a Friday night game at the Gabba. Brisbane's home ground, the Gabba is Brisbane's home ground. And they have been playing very well there. Richmond also do play really well there. They haven't lost since 2005, I believe, since then. So yeah, I think it's going to have to be Richmond, even though Brisbane are very good there. But it can go either way, but yeah, I'll stick with Richmond. Moving over to the Saturday games, the earlier one is going to be St Kilda versus the Dogs. So these two teams, St Kilda have only 6 players that have experienced in the finals game before, and yeah, the rest haven't played in a single game of finals. The Dogs, on the other hand, have won, or they did win, the 2016 Grand Final. So yeah, they've got a lot of players that have been experienced in the finals. So I'm gonna have to say the Dogs, just because St Kilda don't have experience in the finals before, and yeah, it can go either way, but it's going to have to be the Dogs for me, even though I want St Kilda to win. Moving over to the later game, Eagles versus Collingwood Magpies. So this game will be played at the Optus Stadium, so that is going to be West Coast's home game, and they are very, very good there, but they do have some injuries. And Collingwood, on the other hand, they haven't been playing that well lately. As you can see, their form, there's a loss, win and loss, but they can pull an upset, the Pies. They've done it before, and they're also very good at Optus Stadium, but just because of the form, I'm going to have to say the Eagles. So Collingwood and St Kilda are both eliminated, but I won't be surprised if Collingwood do win this game, but for me, they'll be eliminated, as well as St Kilda, for the first week of the finals. Okay, moving on to the semi-finals now. The first game will be Geelong and the Eagles. So yeah, I think this will be at the Gabba, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm going to have to say Geelong this time, because Eagles do have some players injured, and I don't think they don't play well in other grounds except the Optus Stadium. So yeah, Geelong are going to have to, I'll be picking them for this game. Moving on to the second game of the semi-finals, Brisbane versus the Dogs at the Gabba Stadium. And I won't be surprised if the Dogs do win, because they can pull an upset, because they've done it before. I think they were 7th or 8th in the 2016 finals, and no one really believed that they could win the finals. And they did win the grand final. So yeah, they can pull an upset over the Brisbane Lions. But I think Harris Andrews will be back for this game. So yeah, I'm going to have to say Brisbane. So that leaves West Coast and the Dogs eliminated for the semi-finals. Okay, moving on to the preliminary finals now. The top 4 teams are still in this competition. So we're going to start off with Port Adelaide versus Brisbane, the top 2 side. So yeah, this game will be played at the Adelaide Oval. Brisbane did pull an upset, I think it was last year, over Port Adelaide. But I just can't go past Port for this game. Like, they're not going to lose a single game, I reckon, in Adelaide. So yeah, Port Adelaide are through to the grand final. Moving on to the second game of the preliminary finals, Richmond versus Geelong. Now Geelong, I can't remember when the last time they beat us, but I'm going to have to say Richmond, just because they've done it twice. They did it in 2017 and 2019. So yeah, they're going to look for second back-to-back wins. So yeah, Brisbane, Geelong are both eliminated. Port Adelaide, Richmond through to the grand final. The last game of the 2020 season, the big one, the grand final, Port Adelaide versus Richmond. Port Adelaide have kept their spot of number 1 place for the whole season, which is an incredible thing to do, and it was a good accomplishment by them. But I can't go past Richmond. They are very good at the Gabba, so yeah, it's going to have to be Richmond. They're going to put another name on that flag, so yeah, they're going to win 3 in 4 years. It could have been a triple, but they did lose to Collingwood last year. Anyways, this is going to be my predictions: Port Adelaide and Richmond in the grand final, but Richmond will take home the flag. Thanks for watching, and see ya.
We're from Tigerland, a fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind, then never mind, we'll fight and win, for we're from Tigerland. We never weak until the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold, for we're